Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey podcast, episode 177. Double sevens. How about that, Chris?
Ooh, that's a lucky number.
I think so. So we're recording very remote. You are in Cali.
Yes,
going
sir.
Back to Cali. Yeah. And I'm here in Utah.
That's
Utah.
right.
Lorenzo and I are in Utah. You know what? Lorenzo really likes Utah. The dry weather is good on his fur. He's got a nice sheen to him out here.
Yeah, I hear he tried to steal a plane to come pick me up, though.
He did. It didn't work out so well. But he's back at camp safe. But he really wanted you to be here. There's a few other people in camp that wanted you to be here. So, yeah. And the one thing I can't say is the whiskey collection has been surviving so far throughout the week since you're not here. So,
oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
We've only got 2 bottles. Only 2 bottles killed. So
what?
Yeah.
You guys are disappointing me.
I know it has. It's been a very slow process here, but now week's ramping up. Camp keeps growing every night, bigger and bigger, and man, the meals have been outstanding.
Yeah.
Pizza night. Last night we had gourmet Wagyu burgers.
How'd that turn out?
With loaded tater tots. We call them tater tot crack. I tried a new recipe, and Jay Berry helped me out with this white sauce with chorizo, and I don't know. I had all kinds. It was like just a cauldron of goodness.
Oh boy, a cauldron of goodness.
And we poured that over the tater tots with some modified custom homemade ranch dressing. And then your green onions, bacon bits. Oh my God, Becky, it was good. So then, got to sit down with Weston Niner of
Cool.
Beat Not Babied.
Awesome.
You've heard of that, right?
Oh yeah, the beat off.
The great beat off. Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that one.
You didn't ask me anything about that?
I forgot all about that one. There's so much. I
would love to see another beat off.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, it doesn't sound right. But yeah, it was great, man. We talked about how he got into four-wheeling, how him and Dakota acquired Beat Not Babied, and what they've been doing with it. It's some good. There's some funny stories. So I think we should just roll right into it.
Make it happen. Boom.
All right, here we are at Trail Hero 2022. Once again, having a blast out here. And somebody wandered into our camp this morning. You may know him. I know you've seen the IG page. But Weston Niner from Beat Not Babied, welcome, man. How you doing?
What's going on, buddy?
Good morning. How's Trail Hero treating you so far?
Well, first day, we brought the green Jeep back to life and got it out here on the trails. And, we're right on par. Already broke it first day, so the page isn't called Everything Goes Great, so.
Right? Well, and that, yeah, so you, let's go into that right away. You had a buggy for a while.
Yeah, I had a Rock Lizard buggy.
Right.
And, I will say the chassis is amazing. The suspension is amazing. Thomas, shout out to Fabin801. That guy, the way he builds is unmatched. Unfortunately, I just keep having a bunch of problems with the drivetrain.
Really?
Yeah. So it's totally rebuilt now. It's in the shop. It's in my shop, torn apart. I couldn't get it together in time. And I kind of didn't really want to deal with it. I felt like resurrecting the green Jeep. I felt like it was time. It's been 4 years since that's been on a trail.
Has it been that long?
Yeah. Ever since I rolled it at KOH.
That's right.
I couldn't get the rear suspension to function properly. I don't know if it tweaked the body just right, but it threw my anti-squat numbers off. It threw all the numbers off. And
really?
It would bind. It would unload weird.
Oh, wow.
And I just, I couldn't figure it out. So I ripped all that out and put it back on leaf springs.
Okay.
Did it absolute junkyard style. Cut everything off. Half of the truss is still there.
Right.
Half the welds are still there.
Okay.
Bought some leaf springs mounts from Rough Stuff, and found some old junk stock XJ leaf springs and threw it under there. And took it up double Sammy yesterday. Everything was going great until it wasn't.
Oh, no.
Ended up getting on a ledge and getting a little bit bound up, and I just folded those leaves in half.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it broke a U-joint. I think I can wheel the rest of the trip. I replaced the U-joint.
Okay.
The springs are bent, but I think it'll wheel. It's sitting a little lower in the back.
Got a little squat.
Now. Yeah, it's got a little pre-squat.
Pre-squat. Well, that's kind of good out here for those inclines.
Yeah, perfect.
It's like a suck-down winch in the rear.
But I need to figure out a way to build a makeshift anti-wrap.
Okay.
So that I don't toast another U-joint.
Yeah.
Because that axle is just moving so much on those super soft stock XJ leaf springs.
Exactly.
And with those new 43s on it that hook everything.
Oh, you got 43 stickies?
Yeah, I put Mickey's on it.
Ooh. How do you like those so far?
I mean, so far all I've done is drive up the street and then halfway up double Sammy. But if we're basing it all off of look, which I mean,
yeah, why not? That's half the battle.
Is at least, yeah. Then it's badass because it looks absolutely ridiculous
mean.
now.
So I rode with my buddy. We call him Crazy Dan from Utah. Here, he's got a stock S10. There's nothing stock about it. It's got a real rowdy motor in it. And he just puts.
What's that like?
Yeah, it's fun. And so we did a night run up joint effort, and he just put the sticky Mickeys on, and it looks mean. And then those things were hooking up pretty good for brand new tires that weren't even broken in. Same thing. I was like, that's impressive.
So I talked to a few guys before I bought them down there in New Mexico.
Okay,
where I wheel, and they said that those are the best tires for down there.
Really? Okay.
And that was my problem with the tires that I was using before. I just kept blowing sidewalls. I mean, I had 3 brand new tires on 3 separate trips. Blew the sidewall out.
Okay.
Those rocks down there are just sharp,
They're
jagged,
very sharp, yeah.
Unforgiving, yeah.
So these new Mickeys are like 6-ply sidewall, I think?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Yeah. I think that's what my buddy was saying. They were pretty thick.
Yeah. So far, I'm impressed, and I love how much lug comes down on the sidewall.
Yeah.
So it's not as smooth,
Right.
So if something's going to touch the sidewall, it's going to be on the lug. You know what I mean?
Right. No.
And it balloons so far out. They're marked 43, 15, 17.
Okay.
But they measure to about a 42, 18.
Oh. They are super wide.
I inflated them, and I was like, oh, my God. This isn't even going to fit on the trailer anymore. Because that Jeep is already crazy wide on the front because it's a 450 axle.
Okay.
So, like, with regular 40s on it, it was 98 inches wide.
Oh,
so now it's like 102. It's stupid wide.
It's hanging off the trailer, man.
Yeah. I've got about that much room on my gooseneck on each side.
Oh, no kidding. Holy smokes.
But it looks cool.
It does look cool. It does look cool. You're going to need a custom built enclosed trailer if you ever go enclosed trailer.
Yeah, that's not an option. I'll have to be like a monster truck and change the wheels and tires to some little streeters.
So do you have a wide load sign on the back of your rig when you're going down the highway?
It should.
Caution, wide load. Oh, shit. Well, okay. Well, it's interesting, that story, because I knew you had the buggy out here when I saw you last year, and I was like, oh, what the hell? He's going back to the old school rig.
Yeah.
Why not? But it had a XJ drivetrain in it, right?
Yeah.
A Chicory drivetrain. The buggy did too.
Yeah. It's the exact same year and everything that my green Jeep is.
Okay.
And that's kind of the reason that I bought it.
Sure.
I was like, well, I got a full thing of spare parts. You know? Both have Super Duty axles. Both have an AW4, a 231. You know,
I already knew everything.
Yeah, I got a full set of spare parts. I know it inside and out.
Right. And
for whatever reason, I have not had good luck with that thing. I think it's cursed.
Wow. You're the second owner of it, or?
Yeah, a guy out of Salt Lake, Utah built it.
Okay.
Of course, Thomas did the chassis. Sorry, Thomas. I know you don't like being called Tom. He built the chassis, and he made it like a roller, and then this other guy finished it out.
Okay.
And it just, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just washing my hands of it. I want to sell it, and then I think I'm going to go buy one of Thomas's new chassis.
Okay.
And start building that.
Okay.
Because I absolutely love the Rock Lizard platform.
Yeah.
I mean, mine, when it runs good, it goes places.
Sure.
That it makes me look like a professional driver.
Right.
And I'm a total poser.
I can sympathize because I got a SXOR buggy here from Utah years ago, old buggy chassis, but it freaking works, man.
Yeah.
And it's mid-engine, it's cool looking, but it just flat out works. And we were climbing up Joint Effort the other day in daylight, and I'm like, are we going to make it up that? And then goes right up, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I've been wheeling for a while, but still, it's nice to have a machine that works, you know, and just, some people say, oh, that takes all the fun out of it. No, it just gets you deeper into shit is all it does.
Yeah. Well, and that's the fun thing, too, is now that I'm back in the XJ, I'm like, oh, yeah, I actually have to drive this thing.
So it forces
the buggy
you to drive.
did it all, yeah.
Right.
You had all the visibility. You could see everything. It fit everywhere. It's nimble. It's light.
Yeah.
And now I'm back in a 7,000-pound shit box that I can't see a damn thing out of.
Oh, man, that's classic.
I feel like Stevie Wonder out there.
Yeah, right? Driving by Braille. Hey, that's I said Stevie Wonder could drive my buggy. So, how'd you get started in four-wheeling? How far back did that go?
I mean, we've kind of always been into it. I remember growing up watching the Power Hour Saturday mornings with my dad, and we'd talk about it. And he had a 79 F-150. Absolute gorgeous truck.
Nice.
And, I mean, that was everything to me when I was a kid. You know what I mean? We'd go hunting in it,
Sure.
Pulled out countless deer and elk with it. And I always dreamed, like, man, it would be cool to put, like, that suspension on that TV show underneath that truck. It would look so cool.
Yeah.
And then, turned 15, my dad's like, here's the keys. If you can get it running, it's yours.
No way.
Yeah. And still got it to this day. It's my baby.
Yeah.
I would sell my soul, my body before I sold that truck.
That's
that
super
thing,
cool.
Yeah, it's great. Sitting on a 4-inch lift now. It's got a 400 small block. Chromoly axle shafts all around. Axles are completely done now. The next is the transmission and the engine.
Okay.
I completely redid the interior.
Nice.
That's my baby. That thing's awesome.
So is that just kind of Sunday cruiser? You take it to car shows or anything? Or
Not yet.
Yeah?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the paint's all original on it. It's got the craziest paint scheme I've ever seen. It's chocolate brown and like coral reef red.
Gets that red going.
Yeah. It's such a crazy color, but it works on that truck.
Yeah.
And in high school, I had no idea what I had. We'd take it out on the weekends and we'd beat the crap out of it. Take it through the mud, wouldn't appreciate it. And like now I'm like, God, why did I do that shit? Yeah.
You're still finding mud.
Yeah. And so that's kind of what started it. I put the lift kit on it right after I graduated high school and put some big 37s on it. And a buddy of mine was like, well, let's go do rock crawling. Like,
right.
I met these guys and they do rock crawling down in Socorro, New Mexico. Like, let's take it down there and see what it does. And I put a tiny little dent in it. And I about cried. I was like, no, I can't do this.
Right.
I can't do this to this truck. This is too much.
Right.
So later that month, I scraped a little money together and I found that green Jeep for sale.
Okay.
And it had been for sale on Craigslist for at least a year.
No kidding.
Yeah. The guy wanted $3,500 for it. It was on 35s. It had the rear doors welded into it. No front doors. It was 7 different colors, and I met with the guy. I hooked a trailer to my 79 because my Power Stroke at the time had a blown turbo, beating up Babied.
Yep. There you go, living up to the name.
I borrowed my buddy's trailer, hooked it up to the 79, drove like 40 miles up to check it out, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and had a brand new set of 35-inch BFGs on it.
Okay.
And everything else was total garbage. And I told the guy, man, I got $400 for this. And he's like, you know what? I'm tired of looking at it. Take it.
No shit.
So I got a titled Jeep on 35, brand new 35s.
You bought a brand new set of 35s and got a Jeep
For
title is what
$400,
you got.
Yeah. And the rest is history. I've been breaking it ever since.
Oh man! So yeah, you bought a shit box right out of the gate, and you're like, okay, I don't care if I beat this thing up, right?
That was my entire goal. I was
Right.
like, I need something that I could beat the absolute piss out of and not care.
Yeah.
Because if I put one more scratch on that 79, I'm going to cry.
Wow.
And yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Took it home, immediately bought a 6-inch lift kit for it, lifted it up, painted it.
Yeah.
Made it at least 3 colors instead of 7 colors. And it was already lime green, so I left it. I grew up riding Kawasaki's and stuff like that, so I was kind of already known for being
That's your color.
the green guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I like green. That's my last name.
It's stuck, and now there you go.
Yeah.
See, yeah. And it's stuck, and now it's kind of become an icon for
Right.
totally beat to shit boxes.
And you resurrected it. That's great. There's got to be a lot of people excited that that's back out on the trail.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people like, dude, it's alive again.
Yeah.
And so now the plan is I'm going to sell the buggy.
Okay.
And take a little bit of money from that and just make that green Jeep totally solid.
Okay.
Chromoly shafts all around, an Atlas. Actually, I think I'm going to go with a Midnight Metalworks.
Oh, yeah. Those
box.
are pretty sweet.
Those guys, they seem to know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the price better than an Atlas.
Sure.
And the wait time's better.
I was going to say availability.
Yeah. I don't want to wait 6 months to a year for an Atlas. So,
yeah.
They're actually going to be here at the vendor show this year,
Okay.
so I'm going to go talk to them.
Who isn't going to be at the vendor show this year? There's over 120 vendors, I heard.
I know. I don't know where I'm going to fit.
You'll be back.
This is the one show a year that I do a vendor booth at, and I don't know if I'm going to fit now.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, they'll make room for you for sure. Yeah, we're going to be in a vendor booth. We're sharing one with my buddy Dirtbag Clothing, and then Kobe here with Tire Right. So we'll all be in that booth, and I'll be popping in and out. But I can't wait, man. That's going to be popping on Friday, Saturday. Okay, so that's how you got into it. So you just went out there doing some hunting stuff and fell in love with four-wheeling, and then said, I don't want to beat up this truck anymore. I got to get something to beat on, and then here we go, and learned how to wheel and all that fun stuff there. So
I still don't know how to wheel.
No, you know how to wheel. Come on. So where are you from? What you're New Mexico or
New Mexico?
Okay, so there's the terrain out there, so it's desert, and you're doing some rock crawling and stuff out there for sure.
Yeah, we've actually got quite a few big rock patches that are a lot of fun to play on.
Okay.
There's one down in Socorro. It's about 40 minutes south of me. Okay. So that's my favorite place to go. I absolutely love Socorro. It's called Gordy's. Super fun.
Okay.
A little bit further south than that, there's Caballo.
Okay.
It's where they used to hold the old Chili Challenge.
Ooh.
A lot of people in the off-road world know about Chili Challenge. It's been going since the 90s, I think. Maybe even longer. I'm not sure. But now they've moved it down to Las Cruces. That's about 3 hours away. But, I mean, it's intense rock crawling.
Just
big water ledges, big boulders.
Yeah.
Super sharp, nasty rocks. A lot of fun.
Okay.
I'd compare Gordy's and Caballo and Las Cruces with the Chili Challenge. I'd compare it to like Hammers.
Okay.
That's the kind of terrain it is. Big, long washes.
Sure.
Giant, jagged boulders. That's what it's like.
Yeah, that's some gnarly stuff.
Yeah.
Fun.
And then, of course, we've got Farmington.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like Moab, that's slick rock.
Right.
Slick red rock.
Okay.
That's where they host the We Rock Grand
The We Rock,
Nationals.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I am sad I didn't make it this year.
I was going to say, it just happened, yeah.
I was too busy trying to
get ready.
hack that Jeep back together, yeah.
You had a lot of work to do, huh?
Oh, no, not at all. I just cut off an entire suspension and try to piece together a junkyard suspension underneath it.
Oh, shit.
Figure out why it wouldn't run.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's how you got into it. And then how did the whole Beat Not Baby thing get started?
So right after I got that green Jeep, Instagram was kind of starting to pick up speed.
Uh-huh.
And so I started posting on my Instagram about the green Jeep. And, I don't mean to brag, but we were getting like 7, 8 likes. It was crazy. And I just happened to stumble upon this page called Beat Not Babied. Shout out to Ryan McGurr, the OG Beat Not Babied.
Okay.
He started it. He's from New Jersey. I think he had a Grand Cherokee. and he posted my Jeep. He was like the first page to post my Jeep.
And you're
of
like,
me
I've
doing
made
something
it.
stupid, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, you know? So I started hashtag Be Not Babied. You know?
Yeah, right.
Total poser shit. Hashtag Be Not Babied. Hashtag Be Not Babied. And it started getting traction, and then like overnight, you know, gain 1,000 followers. Like, there's something to this. And so I was buying his shirts, buying his hats, buying his stickers, you know. And the page kind of died there for like a year or two. You know?
Okay.
We saw it went dormant, you know. He posted something about his dog winning a contest or trying to win a contest, and like that was it.
That was it.
And so Dakota and I contacted him, and he was like, do you guys want to buy it?
Uh-huh.
Do you guys want to take it over? And talked to Dakota a little bit, and we're like, let's do it, you know. You know, he kind of did all the legwork already. He had like 100,000 followers.
Dakota did?
No, Be Not Baby.
Be Not Baby did.
At
okay.
that point, yeah. And so we pulled a little money together, and we bought the page from him. Got the emails and stuff like that, and it was funny when we took it over, and I started checking the emails, and there was about 1,000 emails in there that said, "Hey, I reposted your dog picture. Where's my free sticker?"
Oh.
Because I guess he promised everybody like a free sticker if they posted his dog contest or something. And so for the first 6 or 8 months, it was just like, no, new ownership.
Yeah,
we're not doing the
sorry.
sticker thing. I'm sorry. I have $40 to my name.
Yeah.
I can't afford to send out $20,000 worth of free stickers right now.
Sure.
Like, I'm sorry. And so it kind of set us back because everybody's like, well,
Yeah, F
Be
you
Not
guys.
Babied. Yeah. These
Oh,
guys
man.
suck.
Over a stupid dog
Yeah,
post.
so we had to deal with that, and like within a year, after all of that nonsense, within a year it just exploded.
Wow.
I mean, we jumped to like 198,000 followers, shirts, hats, decals. you
Right.
know. I've got a sticker machine now, so I make all the decals myself, which sucks.
I was going to say,
hate
how
it.
much work is that?
Dude, it's insane. I actually just closed the shop. I'm sure you saw.
Yeah.
I shut the website down because I just needed a break.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, working a full-time job, having a kid, and trying to keep up with, you know,
Sure.
a bunch of custom orders, cutting stickers all the time. I was like, man, I'm getting burned out. So I shut the site down for a little bit. But everybody, stop emailing me. I'm going to open it back up.
Okay.
October 31st.
Oh,
So the
Halloween.
site will be back open with new stickers, new designs.
right on.
Totally going to revamp the whole thing. Honestly, it's going to be the exact same. It's still going to be a shit show.
No,
I'm not.
Don't say that. Well, you built up some anticipation, so people are going to go, I got to get my stickers now before he shuts it down again. See,
You know
this
what
is good marketing.
You know what I didn't anticipate is how many people were going to panic buy when I said I was going to shut it down.
Wow.
So normally, you know, right about average operation, I get about 20 to 40 orders a month
Okay.
that I do.
Okay.
In one day, they placed over 400 orders.
Oh, my gosh.
I posted that I was going to shut the site down. Like, I'm going to close it in a week.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next morning and I started going through my emails. I'm like, what the fuck? I have like 1,000 emails. And I started looking. I'm like, oh
Crap.
no.
What did I do?
So then from then on, it's just like, hey, everybody, give me time. It took me a month.
Wow.
It took me 1 month of working nonstop, you know, putting off regular work.
Sure.
Shout out to my job for not knowing about that. Putting off regular work and trying to fill those orders.
Oh, my God.
And I had probably 70 emails. Where's my order? I placed it on June 10th and it's already July 4th. And I'm like, I know.
Patience, please.
Trust me. I know, dude. I'm sorry.
One-man operation over here.
Yeah, I'm not Amazon.
Yeah, you're not Amazon. It's not going to be there in 2 hours.
Yeah, and it's crazy, you know. It kind of seems
Yeah.
like culture nowadays
Right.
makes us feel that way, you know. Like, I place an order, it should be here in 2 days.
Right.
And like when you're a small business, you know, I am the sticker maker, I'm the designer, the packer, I'm the delivery guy.
Doing it all.
Like, yeah, like I do everything, and then I send it to USPS, and shout out to USPS for being absolute garbage.
Yeah. Right.
They lose probably 50 of my orders a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's bad.
Jeez.
So bear with me, guys. Even when I open back up,
Right.
please bear with me.
It is. I mean, we send out stickers. Somebody does a review or whatever. Or I get some, requests from the Netherlands the other day. A guy's all, "Can I get a sticker?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, you can get a sticker." But it takes time to put a sticker just in an envelope and get an international stamp to send it out. You know, and it's like, I'm not making the damn stickers; they're made for me. But it's just like, I can feel your pain, man. That's got to be.
Well, I do about half of the stickers, so all the vinyl stuff I do myself. But like the peel and stick or the print stickers,
gotcha. Yeah,
like the ones you have.
Okay,
I have. I just do Sticker Mule on those.
Okay, yeah, Sticker Mule is exactly who we use.
They're great.
They are great, and it's good
Sticker
quality,
Mule, man. Yeah,
good quality stuff.
And they do it pretty fast too.
Yeah.
You know, you can get it in about a week.
They do. They turn it around quick.
So,
okay, all right, that's cool. So, Dakota's not here, huh?
No, he is not.
Yeah.
Probably on vacation.
On vacation. So you pretty much, when somebody posts something or tags Beat Not Babied or something, you know, or hits you guys up, how does that process go? You're looking at, you know, I don't know how many you get a day or a week on that, but, you know, everybody's that does something silly, rollover, whatever, having fun out on the trail, and then boom, they're like, tag Beat Not Babied, and then it's like a badge of honor if it gets reposted. Because I know I've had friends go, dude, Beat Not Baby reposted my, you know, my rollover or my, you know, flop, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it is a badge of honor amongst our group, so it's pretty cool.
And, you know, I like it that it is that way, you know, because, I mean, there's a lot of these big off-road pages that charge you to be posted on their page. It's like $5 a post, you know, $5 to be on the story, $10 to be on the actual page, you know. And it pisses me off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have to pay your way to get on that. You know? Like, send me the content.
Yeah.
Like, if you send it to me, and there's a few that I just, you know, I'm like, oh, that's sick, and like it. And then, like, I don't post it because it's just some kid, going through a mud puddle. And I mean, no disrespect, because I was there too.
Right.
But, like,
we all started somewhere.
We've kind of gone past that limit now, you know?
Yeah.
Of being, just a mud puddle guy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But so yeah, I try to keep it, you know, everybody has a chance. Do something crazy, do something fun.
Right.
Send it to us, we'll post it. Tag us. You know, it's really easy to throw stuff on the story. Those things get like, you know, 10,000 views a day just on the story itself.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The posts get anywhere from like 1,000 I mean, we've had some go total viral and get millions of views.
Right.
So it kind of depends. Another thing that gripes me about it is how many people are piggybacking on the hashtag Beat Not Babied that have nothing to do.
Oh, really?
With Jeeps or people just post like anything.
Just
anything
some random thing, whatever. A dog show.
Yeah. Yeah. And it'll be hashtag Beat Not Babied, and I see all of it, you know, because it's all of our tags, and I'm just like, these people are just using the platform because, you know, the hashtag itself has like 300,000 uses.
Sure, so it gets in that.
Yeah, it helps
fold.
Yeah, it helps.
And you can't delete those when somebody tags that. It's there on that hashtag forever.
Shout out everybody who does it properly. Thanks for doing it.
Right.
But some of them, I'm just like, and like, I don't know what it is with Jeep girls, dude. Like, no disrespect to these quote influencers. But some disrespect. Like, changing your valve stem caps is not custom mods, okay? Like, don't tag Beat Not Babied if you hike your shorts up your ass, go out into your driveway, and then change your valve stem covers.
Oh, that's
No one cares.
Right.
Like, oh, thanks for the sponsorship, so-and-so brake lines. Now I have custom braided brake lines. Like, for what? I don't care. Like, congratulations, you can hike your shorts up your ass. I wish I could hike my shorts up my ass and get a million views. Honestly, I probably could.
But you probably could.
Sign up to my OnlyFans.
Yeah. Beat Not Babied OnlyFans.
Please, for the love of God, I am tired of working. Somebody just make me an OnlyFans so that I can make $1 million.
There you go.
And stop doing this shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I need an Atlas, please.
Yeah. So yeah, it is interesting, the posers, the influencers out there, whatever. I mean, there's definitely some legit pages out there where you know, you can learn stuff from them, and they're putting, you know, these products to the test, and it's like, okay, that's freaking cool.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, what you were saying, I mean, that's absolutely true and hilarious. Yeah. Well, whatever, you know, there's different folks out there.
Yeah.
Things going on, but it's pretty. You can see right through that stuff too. So it's pretty apparent.
And it's tough now because everything is so washed. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so many people doing so much. Everybody has a shirt out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody has a shirt out, a sticker out. Everybody's doing a podcast.
Sure.
You know, I mean, it's tough to do legit content.
It is.
In a world that's so flooded with media, you know?
But to that point, I think the key is being true to your brand, being true to who you are, and that's what you're doing.
That's something that I'm grateful for with Beat Not Babied is we're not a specific little niche brand. You know what I mean? Niche.
Yeah.
I don't
Same thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah,
Who cares?
it's not like we're not stuck to just Jeep Wranglers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you have a bicycle and you jump off your fucking roof.
Yeah.
Be Not Babied, bro. Like, that's awesome. You're stupid. Let's post it.
Right.
Like, that's it, you know? So, like, I love the versatility of our brand. You know?
Yeah.
It can be anything.
Right.
I mean, we post drift stuff. We post monster trucks. We post full-on Ultra 4 rock crawling, beaters, junkyard stuff, drag racing, like anything. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. And I want to see Beat Not Baby make it to all of those levels. You know what I mean? I want to see, like, a dragster going down the strip pulling a wheelie with a Beat Not Baby sticker on it.
Right. That's the breakfast bell. Okay, I guess breakfast being served.
I gotta say, I am beyond impressed with y'all's camp setup over here.
So thank you.
And shout out to Dolly. She's my new favorite person on the whole planet.
Oh, see? Dolly, yes. Checkpoint Dolly. She is Camp Mom.
Camp Mom. She is an absolute gem.
So between Dolly and I, we organized this shit show. We try to put
no. Don't even try to call this a shit show. This is grace right here. I know all about shit show, and this is beautiful.
We put a tin over this circus.
You guys said that you made handmade pizzas at camp.
Yeah,
like,
we had Monday night was pizza night. So there's a menu right over here you have to check out and see. Tonight is gourmet burgers. So with loaded tater tots.
Yeah.
So you know,
this is not shit show,
and it's people know us. Their camp, we're always going to feed you. You're going to get lubricated if you want to be lubricated. There's plenty of libations, and we just have a good time, man. It's just kind of what we do.
Yeah, well, y'all do a hell of a job of it. That's for sure.
And we have a motto around here: we don't fuck around. So that's our motto.
Right on. I respect it.
Yeah, people go, "Hey, Jason, what? This is crazy." I'm like, "Hey, we don't fuck around. That's what we do."
Oh, that's awesome.
Life's short, man. You got to have fun. And we got a really good group of people here, and everybody contributes in different ways. I mean, there's some people that don't cook. We don't want to cook. Don't stay away from the kitchen. But you can take out the garbage. You can clean up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So everybody helps in a way. And then we got some awesome cooks, and some. It's just a lot of fun. So.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Whenever we do big trips like this.
I mean, you got this guy walking around with an apron that says, "I'll feed all you fuckers."
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Exactly.
And again, shout out to Dolly's apron that says, "I like big racks, my pork pulled and my butt rubbed."
Yeah. That's actually my apron. I loaned it to her because she goes, "Do you have an apron?"
Oh, well, now it's weird.
Yeah, it is a little weird. So I said, "No, you need this." So I that is her apron now. So what's one of the craziest things that came in across the IG that you're like, man, I don't even know if I should post this or I'm definitely not posting this, or is there? I mean, I gotta imagine you get some weird shit.
It's pretty interesting all across the board. I mean, just the other day, I got a message come through Instagram. This kid said, "Hey, so I'm 16 years old. And I just rolled my truck. Can Beat Not Baby please buy me a new truck?" And so I commented back on it. I was like, "Dude, I'm not your daddy.
Right.
I'm not your daddy." Like, and he replies back to it. He said, "Well, I'll call you daddy." And I'm like, "Fuck, dude.
What the hell is going on?
You kids these days, Jesus Christ." And like, so we'll get that. I'm sure you've seen there's a viral pic of a girl who put a beer can in one of our koozies and then put it in her butt crack.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, so some guy, like her boyfriend or something, sent it in. He's like, "Hey, a friend of mine did this and she wants to stay anonymous. Like, but here you go. Here's advertising. And I'm like,
well,
yeah,
you're sending
right.
it to the wrong person to keep it anonymous.
Yeah, and to this day, it's probably like one of the most viral posts we had. Shout out to like the 40 people I blocked that just made absolutely disgusting comments on it. And I was like, I don't need you fuckers on this page.
Right.
But we've had that. I posted a viral video a couple of years ago of this kid jumping a Jeep, and like he jumps it and it nosedives and it flips, lands on its lid, like totals this thing.
Okay.
I post it. It gets like 1 million views overnight. And then he messages me. He's like, dude, delete it. My insurance is going to screw me.
Yeah.
Delete it, bro. And
I
I'm
said
like,
it was stolen.
I was like, oh, shit, dude. Like, you should have thought of that before you sent it. Because, like, by that point, like 50 other pages had reposted it.
Yeah, it just
and
went
tagged
out.
Beat Not Babied on. I'm like, dude, like, it's on the internet now.
I can't erase it.
You can't take this stuff off the internet.
No.
So, like, that's always weird. Like, if you send something to us, one, be okay with people talking shit about it. Because our comment sections can be ruthless.
Yes.
And two, don't let it be something that's going to screw your insurance.
Right.
Like, if it's illegal, you know, like, define illegal. Like, we all break a little
it was in Mexico.
DOT law.
That was a video in Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, like I wouldn't exactly call my Jeep street legal. So
right.
It's cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's freaking hilarious. Yeah. So have you noticed any recipe or anything for viral videos, or it's just totally freaking random, right?
I have tried and tried and tried. Like I used to do, like, oh, I've got to post at 2:42 on Tuesday afternoon. I got to post it, 6:45 on Thursday afternoon.
Right.
I've tried that, and it really doesn't seem to matter anymore. Like the way that they've set up the algorithms and stuff. Like the Instagram that we're dealing with now is not the Instagram we were dealing with 10 years ago.
Even a year ago.
Yeah.
Or even 4 months ago.
It's totally changed.
Yeah.
It's constantly changing.
Yeah, it is.
And like they're trying to, and I get it because, there's so many users on the platform now. Like I said earlier, it's so washed out.
Right.
Like it's hard for this content to make it where it's supposed to go because there's so much shit coming in,
Right.
I mean, like any average person on their Instagram is going to be following like 2,500, 3,500 pages. So how does Instagram prioritize what you need to see first?
Sure.
If you scroll a couple hours a day, how does your feed know what you want to see? And they base it off your likes and, stuff like that. So I have absolutely no science to it. I have no understanding of it. I am doing my best, and it shows.
Yeah. No, same thing. I run the IG page for Wheel and Wine and Whiskey, and it's like I knew nothing about IG, and I hated hashtags when I first. I'm like, I'm not what's this hashtag bullshit? I thought it was some millennial stuff, but then you start coming up with some funny hashtags, right? And people comment on that,
Well, and that's something that I've tried to stay steady with Beat Not Babied 2 is not post 40 lines worth of hashtags. Mm-hmm. Like if I have to put hashtag viral, hashtag for your page, hashtag all this shit, then like it's not worth posting,
Right.
So like I'll do 2 hashtags every now and then. I'll come up with like a little smart ass hashtag that nobody cares about.
Yeah.
But I do hashtag Beat Not Babied, and then like on Mondays when I post memes, I hashtag Meme Monday.
Okay. And
that's it. I try to keep it just like, I don't want to charge people for posts.
Sure.
I want to keep it, this is our only hashtag,
Okay.
And that's tough too, because you'll see like, Carrie Jeep Girl over here with 8,000 different hashtags in her bio, and she's got 1 million likes, and it's like,
what the hell?
Like you're standing in front of your Jeep.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything. Yeah. But it's,
it's just one of those things.
It's the way it is, yeah.
So it is what it is.
Like if I was a hot girl running Beat Not Babied,
right,
it'd be the biggest platform on the planet.
Exactly.
But I am a hot guy trying to, just kidding. The opposite of that, trying to run a shit show. And it's tough. Well, I don't care how many wigs Dakota puts on. It's just not the same.
It's not working.
Which he hasn't done in a while. What the hell, Dakota? You need to start contributing again.
So, when is he going to start contributing again? What's going on? What's his story?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You do you. He does.
He should be here on Wednesday.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll have my Jeep back together.
Okay.
And we'll do some wheeling. I just like bringing it up that he flopped twice last year on flat ground in his 4Runner because my buddy Chuck, I don't know why, Chuck Converse.
Yeah,
Chuck and Mason.
Yeah.
I love those guys. Chuck actually gave me a bunch of parts last night that I think I might be able to scrounge together something on my Jeep.
Oh, cool.
So thanks again, Chuck. But last year, Chuck was giving Dakota so much shit for buying a Toyota 4Runner.
Okay.
And it was appropriate because we spent about 6 hours in the O'Reilly parking lot trying to get the stupid thing to run. So, and Chuck was just roasting him the whole time, and it was hilarious. We finally got it running. Like, it wasn't dying anymore. It wasn't having any more issues. And we went and ran Milt's Mile or something, just the lower half, to, like, test it out. And we were driving back, and he flops twice on, like, flat ground. Just going downhill, it just, bink. It's like, I need a nap. I don't want to let it go because it's so funny to me.
And you got it documented, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I love it.
Great.
So, yeah, anybody, if you're out here at Trail Hero and you flop your shit and you break your shit, send it in.
That's right.
I find it hilarious.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. Mainly because I haven't flopped yet. I actually had a standing bet with Kelsey Heck.
Okay.
I was like, who's going to flop first at Trail Hero this year? And she tagged me on Sunday while we were driving out.
Yep.
She's like, be not baby, I lost the bet.
Oh.
She's like, I've been here for 5 minutes and I already flopped. I was like, yes. And then I got here and I was here for 5 minutes and I broke. So
Well, there you go.
it is what it is.
So you flopped before, though. Were you just saying for this week? You've never flopped?
Have you seen the Cherokee? It is pristine, sir.
It is. It is. So I want to know what wax you use on that. Actually.
Yeah, so the big issue that I have is people running into it with shopping carts in the Walmart parking lot. That's where the big scratches and dents came from.
That's where those dents come from.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah, no, I've had it completely upside down 3 times.
I was going to say, how many times have you been totally inverted?
The first time was without a roll cage, so that was fun.
Oh, shit.
Just laid down on the passenger seat. It was a
Okay.
super slow roll.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't anything fancy, but it was
Yeah.
like back in, I don't know, 2014.
Uh-huh.
I just put 40s on it, just put like a Dana 44 front axle and the Sterling rear. And I was on a ledge and it wasn't working and it just kind of like fell over and went upside down. So that was cool.
Okay.
That was before I even had Beat Not Baby.
Slow roll. Okay.
Yeah. So after that, tore it all apart, put a cage in it. Then I rolled it again in Socorro. The first 2 times were in Socorro. And then at King of the Hammers, that was the bad one. That was on backdoor.
Okay, talk about that one.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't have quite enough wheelbase for backdoor.
Yeah.
That, or I just didn't hit it hard enough with my purse.
Okay.
According to the crowd. And like I was on the ledge for like 10 minutes and people are starting to get rowdy. You know, if
Right.
you've been to backdoor,
Oh, yeah.
you know how it is. The entire mountainside is filled with 5,000 drunk redneck idiots. And so they start throwing rocks and beer bottles and beer cans.
And
like,
dildos.
And dildos. Thank God I didn't get hit with a dildo. And yeah, so like I had this kid with me, Aaron, I think his name was. Thanks for riding with me, dude. I have no idea who you were. You were a buddy of a buddy's brother or something.
Oh,
and
he probably tells that story 1,000 times.
Probably, yeah. And so, like, we tried the left line, we tried the right line, and at this point, I was just like, fuck it, we're sending it. And so I just send it wide open, get halfway up the ledge, and it just rolls all the way over. I was on the right side, it slid all the way to the left, and ended up upside down on the ledge. So, like,
No
my hood was
kidding.
on the top of the ledge, totally upside down, just inverted like that. And so, you know, we hop out, and I talked to the guys up on top, and I was like, hey, like, can you guys like flip it back over on the top? And for whatever reason, those dudes in the buggies are up there. They're like, nah, figure it out.
No way.
And I was like, well, just, I'm not saying winch me over the ledge. I'm just saying, get me back on my wheels and I'll back out. you know? And there was this guy from Mexico right below us that blew up like both ring and pinions, front and rear. So he was dead in the water.
Okay.
And he was like kind of in the way, but kind of not. You know, we could just get around him.
Right.
And so he ended up winching me back over off the ledge, and we pulled it, and it stood straight up like that on its back, and then it fell over on its side, and it smashed that ledge on the passenger side, and it shifted everything. So, like, if you look at the front end now, the passenger side front end is about 2 inches in and up compared to the driver's side. It totally just it messed it up. And after that, like I was saying, for some reason it screwed the geometry in the rear.
Sure.
And I could not get it to perform right. Like, I would be on flat ground, I would put it in reverse, and the suspension would unload, and it would totally tuck the front left tire.
Okay.
And I couldn't figure out why. Took the shocks off of it, and I'd cycle the suspension, and like it would go up and down fine.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it would bind up and just be garbage. So I don't know. I got tired of it, and I was like, fuck it. I'm hacking it all off.
Yeah.
Throwing the leaf springs back. Because what problems do you have with leaf springs?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Leaf springs.
You bend them, you snap them, that's it.
Yep.
They stay planted.
Yep.
They flex okay.
They're predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I should have just left the stupid thing on leaf springs.
Yeah.
When I broke it the first time. But lesson learned. I spent $3,000 for a link kit for nothing. Which, I mean, if I would have done it right, if I would have known how to do proper geometry and maybe on something that had an actual fucking frame.
I was going to say you're soulless, man. You got no frame to attach that shit to. That's the problem.
So, problem number one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to weld shit onto a tissue box that wants to fold in on itself.
Exactly.
It's like a black hole. It just tries to eat itself.
Oh, shit. So do you feel when you go to events like that, or like out here at Trail Hero, let's say, and people know who you are, they know your rig, and you're on an obstacle, I mean, people are just egging you on to roll it. They want to see you be on your page, right? They want you to.
They don't want to see me make the obstacle. They want to see it roll over and catch on fire.
They want a train wreck.
Yeah, dude.
So you just, I mean, you got to tune that shit out, I imagine, and just like, okay, I'm
honestly. It's not too bad. We roll with a really good crew. Everybody that I've met doing this stuff, I mean, they're all friends. You know what I mean? Like, this off-roading community has been the absolute best. So many people are just like, hey, man, what do you need? You broke? What do you need? How do we get it out? And I mean, there's a couple bad eggs here and there.
Sure.
There always is. But, I mean, for the most part, I got to say, everybody has just been super cool. I love it. I love meeting people out here. We'll be on the trail and somebody will be like, yo, what's up, dude? It's Beat Up Baby, Busted, what's up? And they'll run up, give me a hug, and I'll be like, what's up?
Yeah,
dude?
Whatever your name is.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I go through 50 messages a day and look at 50 profiles a day. Like, I don't remember who you are.
Yeah.
But unless you got something like absolutely crazy that stands out.
Sure,
like,
sure.
Oh, that's a dude that put a 59 Fiat on a, on a frame with 50-inch Mickey or 50-inch stickies.
Right.
Like, I remember that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Something totally unique.
But it's cool, I mean, it really humbles you when you're out here, People are like, yo, what's up, dude? Love the page, stuff like that. It's like, man, thank you for supporting.
That's the
like,
cool thing.
We would be nothing without you guys.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So like, keep it up. I love it. Send us everything. Tag us in everything. I mean, just give us a like and a comment, talk shit, whatever, it's all part of
Participate.
it. Participation is key. Yeah. And it makes it worth it,
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I mean, the pressure's on. I hope I can get the Jeep
running.
I mean, it runs now. It'll run up and down the street, but I'm afraid right now that if I wheel it the way it is, I'm just going to blow that drive shaft out of it again. Because that axle is just moving so much. Yeah.
So are you going to cobble up an anti-wrap bar, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, so I left an upper link on it to the top of the axle from the forelink, and I thought that would be enough for axle wrap, but it actually turned into another turn point. So like it keeps pressure loaded on the top, and when I slid back down the ledge that I was on yesterday and I hit it, it caused the bottom to fold up under itself.
Right.
And so it bent my leaves and it toasted that U-joint.
Yeah.
So I've got one fulcrum point on the top that's allowing it to move on the bottom.
Yep.
So I need to put another point on the bottom so that it keeps it in place. So Chuck gave me a Heim. He gave me some DOM.
Okay.
I just need to find something to cut that DOM with. and a welder.
Yeah.
To weld a bracket onto the axle and tie it in.
Okay.
And I think it'll work.
Yeah.
It'll at least
help.
It'll get me through the week. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So I could break something else.
There you go. Get on.
I hope I don't break anything else. Fuck it.
It's the name of the game. But yeah, going back to what you said, our community, our off-road community is outstanding. I love it. I mean, some of my closest friends are, part of this.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't, we joke around, you're either a Jeep guy, Toyota guy, whatever, buggy guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care. But we joke around. We dish out the shit, but we take it too. And it's like at the end of the day, when we're out on the trail, we're going to help each other out and get you off the trail back to camp. So.
Yeah, it's great. I can't tell you how many times we've been on the trail, like at King of the Hammers or here,
Yeah.
Broken. Like not last year, 2 years ago, I was out here in the buggy and my fans died and it overheated.
Yep.
Out of nowhere. Like they quit. And the guy behind me was like, "What do you need, man?" I was like, "I need like 4 feet of wire so that I can just jerry rig the fans to a switch." And he's like, "Yeah, no problem." And so we did it. And he's like, "What else you need?" I'm like, "Do you have any water? Do you have anything to put in this radiator?" He's like, "Yeah, here you go."
Yeah.
It's
Perfect.
nothing. I mean, we'll be at KOH and blow a hydraulic line. Somebody's like, "Yeah, I got a hydraulic line right here." Like,
isn't it amazing what comes out of people's rigs, man?
Dude,
I've seen
I love
some
it.
crazy tools, it's like, this is a long shot, but does anybody have XYZ? And I think
somebody
I got one
always
back there.
does.
Yeah.
Somebody always does.
Yeah, it's cool. Or there's one back at camp and somebody runs back and gets it.
Yeah, and I think my favorite thing is the trail fixes.
Yeah,
like there's an old viral picture of mine that still makes it around all the pages today of wrenches that I welded onto my drive shaft after I tacoed my drive shaft on a trail in Socorro.
Okay.
And it totally folded it, like crumpled it, destroyed it. We used my winch in the front bumper and straightened it back out and kind of got it back to its original length because I was using a slip yoke at that time.
Okay.
Because, Jeep stuff.
Right.
And we got it just long enough, and we were worried about it folding up again. So my buddy had a trail welder. We put 2 car batteries together and a couple of leads, and he had welding rod, and he welded, shout out to Blue Sky Fabrication.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Nice.
He's down in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Ben Hutchinson is his name. And we welded those wrenches to it, and I took a picture of it when we put it back underneath the Jeep, and it's got 5 or 6 Harbor Freight wrenches welded to it. And I wheeled the rest of the trail and drove it back to the trailer with those wrenches on the drive shaft. And it'll go on mechanic pages, it'll go everywhere.
How great is
And I'll just
that?
be like, "Hey, that's my drive shaft."
So please tell me that drive shaft's hanging up in your garage.
No, it's not.
Oh.
I don't know why I didn't keep it.
You don't know where
Yeah.
it is in the garbage.
It might be in a pile of junk at my dad's place.
Okay.
But I don't know.
That's
yeah.
a great,
I don't
that's
know where it
great
is.
garage wall art, man.
It's cool, yeah.
Great story. People would go in the garage, and I got broken stuff in there, and they're like, "Where did that happen?"
Yeah.
Oh, that was Ford Eyes windshield 3. Okay,
Yeah. I love trail fixes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, figuring out a way to rig it to get out of there.
For sure. And it is some of the ingenuity and the ideas, and like you say, welding wrenches, or I can't tell you how many times I've used a high lift jack handle, as a tie rod or to straighten something out or whatever. It's just you got to use what you got to get back home.
Well, and the best part about it is how long those trail fixes remain permanent fixes.
Become a permanent fix.
Like, well, it's working. Screw it.
Yeah.
You want to go wheeling this weekend? Yeah. Don't you need a
Nah, it's still holding. It's looking good.
We're good.
It's looking good. What's your favorite trail out here at Trail Hero at Sand Hollow?
I haven't done enough to really pick a favorite.
Yeah?
777s is awesome.
Yeah, that's always a fun
Double
one.
Sammy is awesome.
Yep.
The chute's cool.
Yeah.
I love that little parking lot soup bowl thing up there above the chute.
Yep.
There's a nasty little V-crack
There's
up there
some
that I
fun
did in the
little-
buggy last year that was
Okay.
absolute blast that I watched 6 other buggies totally eat it on afterwards. I love Trail Hero as a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, this organization is awesome. Rich is such a cool, humble guy.
Right.
Love working with Rich. This is by far my favorite event.
How many years have you been coming here to?
This is my 4th year.
Okay, 4th year. This is my
Yeah.
3rd. And I love what they did last night, moving over to the Rock Bowl.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
It was so much more,
Yeah,
there's so many people, but I mean, it just, easier to get around and talk to people.
And I'm impressed how many more people are here this year. Like this, it's about to blow up.
It is.
I
insane.
mean, it already is.
Yeah.
I got in the line for the staff. The staff and guideline to sign up last night, and it was as longer than the apparel line.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, there was 100 people in line to sign up and help, and I love that.
Yep.
I love that. You know, and now he's bringing in this music fest. We've got all kinds of, legit country singers coming in.
Exactly.
It's going to be an absolute party, and I love it. It's great. So. If you haven't experienced Trail Hero, you need to.
Yeah,
it is my favorite event of the whole year. There's a whole bunch more events that I want to check out for sure. Like I want to do Jeep and Jamboree, the Winter Jamboree.
Yep.
Someday I hope to get on Ultimate Adventure. I think that would be super cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I don't know if they'd let a shitbox in. If you guys are listening, give me a couple of years. Let me get this thing dialed, and then it's on. But yeah, the events that these guys put on, KOH, I absolutely love KOH. It has become an absolute zoo.
Yeah, it has.
It is unreal. I think last year they said that like from the beginning to the end, they had like 160,000 different people come through the gate.
I believe it.
That's insane.
That first weekend where the trophy trucks were going off was just as busy as like King of the Hammers a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then it was interesting because like Monday rolled around and people started vacating that were just there for trophy trucks, I guess, or whatever, had to go back to work for a few days. And then Wednesday it just ramped back up crazy.
It was nuts, man.
I mean, we were standing at that BFG garage and just watching car.
It's nonstop.
Rig.
It's a highway.
It was a full-on highway.
It looks like I-40 rolling through the lake bed. Yeah.
And it was like, and then we were hearing stories of it was taking people over an hour from pavement to get to Hammertown. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God.
The worst part is getting out. On Saturday and Sunday. Because you'll be in that line for 5 hours.
No, we leave way early.
I either leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning or I leave at night.
No,
I just leave at night and like drive to Kingman or something.
We had some people in our camp and they're like, yeah, we're going to wake up, fix breakfast, and just kind of roll on out. I go, no, bro, it ain't going to work that way. And they called me and they go, nope, we're staying until like 4 or 5 o'clock. We're letting because it was like 2+ hours.
Yeah.
And then like they were sitting in their motorhome looking out at Hammertown. All the semis were coming out from the pits and everything. Yeah. And he says, we've been watching this one semi. It's been sitting here for over an hour. Hasn't moved.
Yeah.
Hasn't moved.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit. Anyways, it's cool because we talk about a lot on the podcast how much this, I call it a sport, off-roading has grown with the side-by-side community coming in as well. And just, I mean, it's just, when I got into it, it was like, oh, okay, you go off-roading. And, people knew about it, but it wasn't like a big thing.
Right.
And now it's like, oh, shit, you got to, you go off-roading. Okay. And then with these big events that are surrounding it, I think is really propelled that, the popularity. But I agree. Trail Hero is my favorite event, hands down. If I only had 1 week of vacation a year, it's going to be spent here at Trail Hero. All my, the who's who, everybody's around here friends, people that I met, at different events, whatever that you see.
And I love seeing how packed the vendor is this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Vendor Row is going to be absolutely popping on Friday and Saturday.
And that's a big testament, too, is like when you got vendors wanting to be here, then this is the place
here,
to be.
Yukon's here. Like all the big name guys are here now.
Yep.
Like 3 years ago, it was a small, humble, like they had it in town.
Yep.
They had it in Hurricane at the park.
Right.
And, there was like, I don't know, 20 or 30 vendors there. It was small. It was humble, It was still cool. It was a lot of fun. Hurricane's an awesome little town, and it was a blast. But now it's totally picking up momentum, and I love it.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't end up becoming KOH.
I know.
Because, I love KOH still, but it's unruly, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so many people.
It is.
And, like, the problem is, like, I like to have fun and party, too. But, like, so many people are just shithouse drunk.
Yeah.
Like crazy drunk. Like there's no law.
Yeah.
And like the park rangers and stuff at KOH, they do what they can. Like you'll see there's people pulled over left and right.
Oh yeah.
But like it's getting kind of scary, you know? Like And like, no disrespect to side by sides. I mean, I drove up to your camp in my side by side this morning.
You rolled up you know what we call those? Rubber band douche coops.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Thanks. I'm not saying it's not fitting, but no, it's
belt burners, golf carts. No, I call them golf carts a lot, but I heard that one recently and I was dying laughing. we've got a few in camp here, so no, it's all good.
And I talk shit on them for a long time too. I had the Jeep. Is before I could afford, another side by side, and I was like, man, it's poser stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and this was like 2016, 2017, when the Razors are first coming out. And sure shit, man, I bought one. I was like, oh, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
this is super cool, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
It is
to own, build, and run a side by side than it is compared to a rock crawler. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like axles are $80,
and they're super capable.
Yeah, tires are $100.
Yep.
Rims are $40.
Yep.
Roll cages are $600. And it's like, I see why so many people love it.
Yep.
Like, it's affordable. I mean, to get an actual machine, you got to drop some coin. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough shelling out $30,000 for, a turboed, competitive, side by side. But I mean, once you do it, it's a blast. And you get 4 seats, you take the whole damn family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. It's fun. And again, no disrespect to it, but like putting that element into KOH now with all the people, with all their drinking and all that stuff, it's scary, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you see the number of deaths at KOH each year, like going up. Like, I wonder how long it's going to be before they just say no.
Right.
Like, I think the point is coming where they're just going to be like, nope.
Yep.
It's not worth the liability.
Yep.
And, maybe it needs to happen,
Yeah.
Maybe it needs to happen so that it can scale it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at this point, like, it's not even really feasible for, like, the average person to compete,
Yeah.
Like, the everyman challenge and stuff, like, everything has gone to, like, such a level that, like, a regular guy can't just take his Toyota or his Jeep and compete,
It's hard. I mean, they're doing that rookie class this year, the rookie deal, which is cool to try and bring that element back.
Yeah.
That, hey, you want to race? We've got a spot for you, and that's cool. But you're right; it has gotten so big and everything. So I'm interested to see how this rookie element works out this year, and I hope it does, because it's super cool. People getting involved. With their whatever rig and want to go race. So,
if you want to tell those guys, the key is in my side by side. If they want to move it,
they need to move the side by side.
Yeah, they need to move the rubber band douche canoe or whatever you call it. Oh, he's got it.
Sorry.
He's got it. He's got a driver mod. He's good.
There you go, driver mod. Oh my gosh. It's freaking.
Okay, the key is in it, but you are liable.
Yeah. That's samurai.
You can take it for a spin, but if you take it for a roll.
Hey, James, that thing's got more horsepower than your samurai, so easy. So Trail Hero growing as it is, they're serving beer this year. But I have seen a lot of red and blue lights going too, so they're patrolling this.
So that's something that they told us in the staff meeting, that because they are serving alcohol in the park this year for Trail Hero, they are going to be cracking down on drunk driving, on drinking and driving. So please, for the love of Christ, if you guys are drinking, be smart, be safe.
Right.
Like, you will get popped. They will give you a DWI.
Yeah.
A DUI.
DUI.
They will pop you.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool on the other end of the aspect. They're not hassling anybody for registration,
right,
or on highway stuff like that. Like, I've rode the side by side to town, like,
how cool is that?
3 times at this point.
That is,
and
cool.
Nobody bats an eye.
Yeah.
You pass a cop and they're just like, oh, hey, cool.
Yeah.
So, like,
as long as
that's
you're
cool.
not doing something stupid.
Yeah, and I gotta say that too. Like, I've been in town and I've seen other dudes in side by sides, like, skating sideways through an intersection, and I'm like,
what are you doing?
Fucking idiots need to stop. Like, if you want to continue to do this, you have to cut that shit out.
Right.
It's not impressive. It's not cool.
Yeah.
It takes no talent to slide sideways through an intersection in a 200 horsepower machine that weighs 1,500 pounds.
Right.
It's not cool. Don't do it.
Yep.
You're going to crash, you're going to kill somebody, and you're going to ruin it for everybody else.
And then it's
so
over.
Please, be smart. Wait till you hit the dirt to do this stupid shit,
go
and then send it to us after you crash.
Yeah, then put it, then tag
and
me,
tag
not
us.
me.
Yeah. But please, for the love of God, do not do it in town.
Oh shit, that's great. What's so you talked about some of your posts going viral. What's like what's the biggest? How many views? Biggest viral thing? Do you know off the top of your head?
We had one on Facebook that went like 10 million.
Really?
Yeah, I had like 60 countries or something. It was insane. It went everywhere.
Okay,
and it was. I'm trying to remember. I think it was somebody jumping like. It was some kind of SUV. Like he was going up this crazy hill, and he gets to the top, and he just sails.
Okay,
like 10 feet off the ground in like a total soccer mom car.
Really?
But it was like an expensive soccer mom car. It was like a Porsche Cayenne or something along those lines.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, it just took off. There was another one of this guy in a Dodge pickup that like jumped a culvert or something in front of his house, and he like absolutely sailed it too, and that one went big.
So airtime seems to be a popular thing.
Airtime is hot. Yeah, everybody loves airtime. And we've had some gnarly rolls and crashes. There's these guys out in California, Colin Strickland, and those guys, Whiskey Bent, Hellbound, Whiskey Bent Fab, all those guys.
Yeah.
They sent us some absolute shit over the years, and there's this one video of these guys. He's like crawled up on his buddy's Toyota. He's got like the two front tires up on his front tire, and he's like crawling it sideways,
Uh-huh.
And he just hammers it, and he slams the belly pan into the side of this dude's Toyota and just goes over the top of it and flips his buddy's Toyota underneath it. And like he goes over the top and like ends up on his wheels, and his buddy Toyota, it's just like he was a boulder in an obstacle. Just went right over the top of it, and like it was that's got to be one of the most insane fucking things I've ever seen.
Doing things.
It was awesome. And like at the KOH party that we had a couple of years ago, I'm sorry that we didn't have.
Yeah,
we did not have that
there
party.
Was no
liability.
Nope.
It's just a couple of people.
That was in Mexico, wasn't it?
Yeah,
where you got together with some people.
These guys showed up in camp. It might have been the same dudes. I don't know, or from the same group. And they had their razors, and they had one razor parked, and they were trying to do a backflip with another razor, bouncing it off the tires of the other one.
Oh.
So they'd like back up 8 or 10 feet, and they'd hammer it, and they'd hit the front tires of the other razor and like try to do a backflip on it.
How'd that work out?
In the middle of our camp at the KOH party. I'm just like, what are you guys doing? And so like we wrap it up like everybody, like, party's over.
Yeah.
Everybody's toasted.
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Everybody had their tacos. We sold all of our merch. And like 3 or 4 park rangers show up. Like it's just us. It's just camp now.
Yeah.
And the park rangers show up, and they're like, we got a call that like there's a razor rolled and like a fight and like all this stuff. And we're like,
no.
Oh, that's weird.
No, not here.
That's weird. Sorry, officer. I don't,
Let you know if I see anything.
Yeah, it's it's totally crazy. But I mean, it got out of hand.
Wow.
And shout out to Martin, my buddy Martin with Milestar Tires. He showed up and he like took over the party.
Did he?
Like he turned it into an absolute rager at that point. Like he took the microphone out of my hand and he's like, "Are you ready to?" Like, dude, it was insane. Like at that point, I was like, "Oh, this is getting out of hand."
That's when the reality set in a little bit. Wait a minute.
But it was great, dude.
Yeah.
I expected like 30 or 40 people to show up.
Yeah.
And I think I ended up handing out like 250, 300 tickets for the raffle that we did. So like we had a little taco truck there, straight from Mexico.
Perfect.
Like a legit taco truck that a buddy of mine from California said, like, no, you need to get these guys. Like, they're chill as fuck.
That's cool.
And I was like, can they handle it? And they're like, yeah. Like, they had to send somebody back to town to get more food to make tacos. Yeah. And they were bomb. Shout out to those guys. I don't remember the name of the taco truck, but thank you. You guys were
taco
awesome.
Truck from Mexico.
Yeah.
There's probably not too many of them. You probably find it pretty easy.
Yeah, it's super rare. I don't think that's a big thing. But yeah, it was awesome. And like, I want to do that again, but like at the same time, the liability, it's crazy.
So you're hosting Beat Not Babied Beach Party, right? Down here? What's that going to
It's just going to be like? a super simple little meetup,
Okay.
Come by. I'm doing a free raffle this year for it.
Sweet.
I don't have a ton of stuff. But I got a few little things, shout out to Baja Designs. They sent in like $100 gift card. Yukon gave me some trail bags. Sackett Co. gave me some trail bags. I got a handful of shirts and stuff like that to
What
hand
night
out.
is that? Is that Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday night.
Thursday night, yeah.
All right.
I'm just going to pick a random spot over here on the beach.
Okay.
Look for the green pile of shit.
Okay.
And come hang out. We'll give away some stuff. I'll have merch for sale.
Okay.
And then we'll hit a trail afterwards.
Cool.
It's going to be super simple. Come by, say what's up. Let's get some pictures. Like, let's see if you can backflip your razor off another razor on the beach. No, let's not do that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. We will, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey will donate an Element fire extinguisher.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Element fire extinguishers.
I mean,
They are great.
super cool. So we've always said on this podcast, we're only going to promote what we want, and we're not sponsored by them or anything.
Yeah.
But I learned about the product. I called up, corporate, and I go, hey, we got a podcast, and it ended up talking to the owner.
Yeah.
And he goes, hell yeah, that'd be great. And so we did a podcast with him and learned all about this simple little fire extinguisher that is.
I love it. It's compact. It's small. It fits anywhere. They've got two different types, right? They've got
They
like
got
100
50-second and 100-second.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing that sold it for me is like a normal 5-pound fire extinguisher that we all carry on our rigs lasts like 9 to 11 seconds.
Yeah.
And that
It's not
sounds like a
enough.
long time.
It's not enough.
And I don't know if you've ever used one of those.
Yeah.
I've had 2 times that I've used them, and it just
Yep.
one little bit of powder, and the fire extinguisher's done because it wasn't serviced properly.
Yep.
All the shit was compacted in it.
Yeah, I'm guilty as hell of it.
Yeah.
I've got a 10-year-old fire
How
extinguisher.
many people service their fire extinguishers in this community?
Yeah.
I don't know
None.
of anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of it too.
You do one little spray,
Yep.
and it's done. It needs to be recharged.
So, I said, yeah. I said we we're trying to work something out with him, but I said I'm going to Trail Hero. I'm starting to see these, but they're hard to come by. Yeah, they're starting to come out on Amazon and stuff now. But I'm like, I could sell these things at Trail Hero.
Yeah.
And so he goes, all right, let's do it. So I've got 100 of them.
Dude, awesome.
We're gonna put them out in the booth, but I'm donating one to the Trail Hero raffle. I'll donate one to you guys
Awesome.
that's because it's a cool thing. It's like it's kind of like getting socks or underwear for Christmas. You're like, okay, cool, I need it, but it's not the most glorious, glamorous thing. But when you need it, it's there.
I cannot support this enough.
Okay, right on.
I love Element Fire. They are super easy to carry around. They're compact. That's what I love about it. I don't have a giant, bulky ass, heavy fire extinguisher that's going to bounce around, fall off, fall out, not work when I need it to work.
It's waterproof.
Yeah,
so
I am 100% behind those guys. I want to buy one from you. I've got one in the side by side. I've got one in the Jeep, but I want like 2 or 3.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, cool.
So yeah, and if they want to work with Beat Not Babied, like maybe we can get like a 10% off coupon or something for people. I want everybody to have one of these in their rigs.
Right on.
I've seen people be stuck in a fire in their rig.
Yep. It's not pretty.
I've seen rigs burn to the ground. I've seen people get really hurt. You need a fire extinguisher if you're out doing this stuff.
Well, and here's the thing is, rollovers are common in our sport.
Yeah.
And fluids leak.
Yeah.
So gas,
Okay, my green Jeep does not leak an ounce of fluid.
Okay, that's impressive. It doesn't
is
mark
impressive.
It doesn't mark its own territory?
I don't understand it. It's the only... I called it the unicorn for years. One, it always gets me back home.
Okay.
It always gets me off the trail. No matter what I break, it always gets me back, except for that one time I had to leave it overnight and go home and get a welder and a generator and come back and weld the front 3-link back together because I broke the absolute shit out of it. But aside from that one time, it has always gotten me home. And it doesn't leak a drop of oil.
That's.
I don't think there's any oil in it.
I was going to say, it's probably out of oil is the problem why it's not leaky.
I even changed the oil for the first time in 7 years.
Oh, Jesus.
And there was oil in it, but it does not leak a drop. And it'll probably have a giant puddle in the garage of the house that we're staying at when I get back for saying this.
See?
And then I will be fined $500. But yeah.
But yeah, I mean, people, if you've seen it, so but it's like transmission fluid, anything. I mean, it takes one little thing to ignite, and you've literally got seconds to get on it with a fire extinguisher. And like Rob Khaleesi says, the owner of Element, he goes, I don't care what fire extinguisher you have. The best one is the one that you can reach from the driver's seat and get on that fire right away. Yeah. And it's absolutely true.
I have mine on the cage right in front of my steering wheel.
So that's the cool thing is they're so compact that you can put it right.
Yeah,
you know,
you can fit them anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I think everybody that's...
Well, we'll work together on this because this is my new venture. I am
all for it.
Because I think it promotes safety, everything, and it's like, hey, this is a no-brainer.
I'd love to even just put them on my website.
Okay, perfect.
I'll sell them for them. You know, I'll advertise for them. I'll sell them for them.
We'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, cool, man. Anything else you want to do? Shout-outs to anybody?
Shout out to Trail Hero.
Yeah.
Rich Klein, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine the stress that you're under for doing this event, but thank you for doing it. All those gray hairs are worth it.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the coolest event all year. We all look forward to it. We love it.
100%.
Shout out to Baja Designs, Yukon Gear and Axle, PRP Seats. Absolutely love the dudes at PRP Seats. Such awesome dudes.
Yeah, you got some custom seats for the...
they knocked it out.
Yeah.
Dude. They knocked
do some cool
out.
stuff.
Yeah, they do. They're awesome, you know, and they they really... Same thing. They care about safety, you know what I mean? It's a quality seat. They're quality dudes. Like, and that's the best part is working with all of these great people out here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Milestar Tires. They've done a lot for me. Thank you guys. I'm sorry I'm running Mickey's right now. Dirty Life Race Wheels.
Dirty Life.
These are just guys that have supported us, and we thank you for it. Sackett Co., thank you for making our trail bags at an affordable price.
Yeah.
Because I tried to do like spider web shades a couple of years ago, and I was having to sell my bags like $80 a bag.
I remember you talking about that because I'm like, dude, how much do these things cost in here? Like, dude, I'm not making much money.
I was making like $7 a bag on them. Like, it was not worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was not worth it. And then Sackett Co. came up and totally saved us.
Right on.
You know what I mean? Totally affordable. So, I mean, there's an unreal amount of people that I need to thank and that I should thank. I'm sorry if I don't remember or I don't. Thank you. Just know you guys have saved my ass countless times. You have made Beat Not Babied worth it. Thank you to every single follower that's participated, that's been there, that's followed us, that's bought a sticker. I don't care if you've spent $3 on the page.
Right.
I mean, we've got dudes that come back, and anytime I drop, there's one guy, Elliot. Shout out to Elliot. Anytime I drop a new sticker, he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, I need 3 or 4." Like, I already have. I don't even ask. I don't even advertise. Like, before I put anything on the page, I just put it in an envelope and I automatically send it to him because I know he wants it.
That's cool.
And I'll tell. He's like, "What do you want for it?" And I was like, "I don't know, $10," and he'll send 15.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shout out to people like that
That's
just
cool.
go above
Loyal
and beyond.
Followers.
I love that, dude. And like, I do custom stickers too because I have the sticker machine.
Okay.
So like, if you want a 5-foot Band-Aid, I can make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I love that aspect of it, doing these giant stickers, like put it on your motorhome, put it on the doors, like put it on the side of the Jeep. Like, I love it. Like,
well, Amber's got a big pink Beat Not Babied, you know, Band-Aid on there, and she needs a few more, I think.
It is the original body panel repair kit.
It is.
Since like 2012 or 2013, the Beat Not Babied Band-Aid has been fixing body panels.
And it's a badge of honor, too. It's like...
Yeah, totally.
You know? It's so cool.
Yeah, don't fix it. Just slap a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah. So, last question. What's the future look like for Beat Not Babied and Weston?
I don't know. I mean... It's there. The possibilities are endless.
Keep doing what you're doing, huh?
I want to get the green Jeep 100%. I'd love to get into competition sometime. I think We Rock would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think that would be...
They're doing the amateur rock crawl this week.
Yeah.
James and I are competing in that. So
are you?
Yeah,
That's
just to
awesome,
dip our toe in that pool to see...
Right on.
Because I'd love to get involved with that.
Best
eventually.
of luck, dude. I hope you guys kill it.
Yeah, I'm just a spotter, so I'm going to be yelling at him. But but he's driving.
I hope you kill walking up and down those rocks.
I will, and pointing,
blowing your knees.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And shout out to the spotters, man. I mean, you guys do work too.
They work hard. They work hard.
It's a team effort for sure, and everybody comes together, and it's awesome. But I mean, I've got new stickers out. The page will be back, or the website will be back open October 31st. So this Halloween, We're back, baby.
Right on.
I'll have hats. I'll have new stickers. I'll have new shirt designs. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to do the same thing.
Right on, man.
Post the carnage, capture the carnage, and sell some dumbass stickers.
Hey, it's all good. It's freaking awesome. Well, Wes, I appreciate your time. This has been awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, man. I'm glad we made it work out. We've been talking about it for a couple of years.
It is. It's one of those things, and it's just like you got to nail down a time. And that's like, I pulled you last night. I'm like, okay, when do you want to do this? Next couple of days, we got to get this done.
Yeah.
So, no, it's freaking awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. We love it. Like I say, it is like a badge of honor, and just hey, got reposted, or my story went up, and yeah. So it's a cool aspect of our community and sharing that stuff. So right on, man. Well, with that, let's go get your rig fixed and head out and do some trails here.
Let's do it.
Okay. Take care, man.
Thank you, buddy.
We'll see you.
And there it is, Chris. Beat, not babied.
Woo.
Or as Kimberly Blake likes to say, beat and babied. So, yeah, this was there were some good nuggets, some good stories in there, man. That was a fun interview. I am like I told him, I'm like, this, it's kind of a badge of honor if your story gets reposted on Beat Not Babied, right?
Absolutely.
You get some validation.
You got your buggy was posted from going up Windshill 3 a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, a couple of years ago. Yeah, before I was anybody. Like now I'm nobody. So, but yeah, it was like, oh my God, they reposted it. So it's super cool. The amount of messages he gets, DMs and emails. I mean, it's just a lot. It's damn near a full-time job. So, it's cool that he's keeping it going. He talked about, shutting down the sticker side. He's opening that back up October 31st.
Oh, great.
Because he's cranking out those stickers himself, and it just got overwhelming. So, trying to keep up with his day job and, family and the whole thing. So, good stuff. And then we got into the element there at the end. So I'm glad he's a huge supporter of it, sees the value in it.
Oh, for sure.
And looking for some collaboration in the near future here with that. But so we wanted, we gave him a free one to give away at the raffle Thursday night. So hopefully this episode goes out Thursday.
Yeah, we'll give it our best effort.
Yeah, if you're here at Trail Hero, come down to the Beat Not Babied beach party and get your chance at winning an Element fire extinguisher. If you don't win one, you can come see us at the booth at the vendor show. There's going to be Tire Right, Dirtbag Clothing, and Wheeling Wine and Whiskey are sharing a booth there in the vendor show. It's going to be a great show. There's already a ton of stuff already set up, so we're going to set up the rest of our stuff in the morning and get ready to start slinging fire extinguishers. So, it's great stuff, man. So, love it. Beat Not Babied. And there have been a lot of vehicles beat on so far this week. So
I've been watching some of the footage on the gram, and it's like, holy crap.
Good footage coming out. And I need to I got some great footage from the LCQ trail breaker yesterday. So the last chance qualifier, and freaking Jacob Reeves just killed it there. So trying to hook up with him for an interview as well. It's been busy. It's go. But
everybody's playing and people are working.
Fun here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we got a transfer case being changed out in camp right now, and there's 3 hoods up I can see from my camper right now. So it's happening. It's in full swing.
How many times has Jason Berry rolled over?
No, he hasn't yet. And, I'm happy to report he has not. Yes, he did scratch up his rig a little bit. That hopefully it gets reposted on Beat Not Babied. We did a funny little thing for that, so that ties right back into the interview here. So, good stuff, man. Well, I've got so much more, but for this episode, I think that's a wrap. I don't want you FOMOing out any more than you already are. So we'll just leave it as that.
I had to take a break from IG because I was getting all freaked out. I'm like, man,
oh yeah.
I mean, and then I started posting my own little fun, and we'll talk about that at a future episode.
Yes,
I was able to get out on the trail, which was great mountain therapy for me. Too short of a therapy session, but a therapy session, better than nothing for sure. So we'll talk about that in detail. It was a great trip, but in the meantime, we'll put a bow on this. Definitely be following Wheeling Wine Whiskey on the IG. That's at Wheeling Wine Whiskey. Jason's updating pretty much regularly his shenanigans and all the other groups that are having shenanigans down there at Trail Hero 2022. And if you want to send emails, you can send emails to Chris or Jason at wheelingwinewhiskey.com. And if you want to ask Jason questions while he's there this week, he's definitely fire those off or send him a DM.
Yes. Do it. Hit me up on the IG.
Or you can leave.
We need to hire a social, huh?
Or you can call the voicemail.
Oh yes, call the voicemail.
408-800-5169. But definitely hit up Jason on the IG.
Yeah, 408-800-5169. And I think I saw Matt Foley running around camp, so I'm going to see if I can get him for some sound bites here.
Perfect.
We'll see.
And then Chris Farley.
Matt Foley is the character name.
Oh, Matt Foley.
In a van down by the river.
Oh, that's right.
Hello. Yeah.
All right. Don't forget to hit up the Wheeling Wine Whiskey /Tire Right / Dirtbag Johnny booth which is at the vendor days. What are those? Friday and Saturday and Sunday, or just Friday and Saturday?
Yeah, it is officially Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it's starting tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right. So if you're there at Trail Hero, swing by the tent, say hi to Jason.
Let's do it.
Anything
Looking forward to meeting some people. Nope, that's all I got.
All right, we're out.